At the age of 18, I defied my father and went off to sea. I was looking for a life of adventure and excitement. On the third week of sailing, the weather began to change into a raging storm. The waves grew mountain high, smashing the ship into pieces. I remember the storm, the confusion, the desperate cries. I remember the horrifying moment when the floor collapsed under my feet, and all around me was only that warm, green, salty liquid. My next memory, I wake up on my island and come to know that these waters will surround me for the rest of my life. January the 4th. I don't know how long I have been laying there. I woke up after hours of being unconscious, dizzy from the frying sun. I climbed to the highest spot and observed. Sea all around. I realized I had been cast away to a deserted island, a prisoner surrounded by water bowls. February the 18th. In my island, the fire is always lit, signifying a hope for a ship that will pass and take me with it. The fear of missing it bounds me to the shoreline. March the 5th. Today I have learned the island's limit. It was the first time I walked from one end to the other. I drew a map, trying desperately to see myself from above, from the outside. Sometimes my mind is maddened by this troublesome thought. There isn't a moment, a second, in which my body isn't compelled to touch something. Stepping on the ground, sitting in a chair, laying in bed. The contact with the world is unbearable. Every point of touch becomes itchy. April the 2nd. I hallucinate. In every object, I see what I have been deprived of. May the 29th. I have no use for the coins I have taken out of the boat wreck. Today, while counting them, I thought of Midas, who wished to change every object into gold with the mere touch of his body. His bitter end was that all food turned into solid gold once it touched his lips. It is a story of a wish becoming a curse. A man meets a fairy in the street. The fairy grants him one wish, and he asks for his penis to be long enough to reach the ground. The fairy, in response, cuts off both his legs. Like Midas, I too am confusing exchange value with use value. July the 2nd. I learned to make candles from the fat of animals. Now my days are longer. I learn to use what the island supplies me with. August the 8th. The storm is raging outside for 3 days. If only I had one more tree, I could have made myself a hammock. August 24th. October the 11th. Today I finally succeeded to teach my parent how to talk. Now there is someone to call me by my name. It's nice, after such a long time, on the island, to hear a human voice.
לא. לא מצחיק. אבא. את מקלקלת לי את האי.
עכשיו רציתי לעשות לך משהו יפה.
טוב, אוקיי, תעשי. אם זה לא יהיה יפה, אני אעשה את זה ככה.
כן. זה בורות כאלה. בורות? אבא, קלקלת לי. רוצה שאני אקלקל לך?
אוי ואבוי לך.
ואתה קלקלת לי.
דיר? וואלה.
עכשיו?
לא לגעת במצלמה. אליה? אליה לא. אליה, אל תזיזי אותה. לא להזיז אותה. אליה!
September the 24th. Alone on the island, no one to see me, no one to discover me. On the other hand, I've no hiding place here. I'm exposed from every angle. Which brings me to reflect. When I hide, who is it that I'm hiding from? November the 2nd. Horror, a shock. Today, on the other side of the island, I have discovered a single human footprint. Somebody invaded my kingdom, or was he always there? From now on, I cannot make a single step without fearfully looking, making sure no one is watching me. November the 30th.
אליה!
הנה!
זה לא הסרט שלך, זה הסרט שלי, בבקשה להחזיר את המצלמה למקום.
זה לא הסרט שלך, זה הסרט שלי?
אליה, תעזבי את המצלמה, למה את נוגעת לי במצלמה? תחזירי את המצלמה למקום.
לא רוצה!
אליה!
January the 4th. It is now a year since I landed on the island. Today, once again, I climbed up the cliff. I've looked all around and saw only excuses to suffer. March the 21st. This is my story. I don't know how such a story can serve you. What is the moral you can make of it? Was I delivered from my island? If I did, then I've left Paul, my poor parrot, on the island, still calling for miserable Crusoe, like an echo without the voice it repeats. Anyhow, one thing is for certain. While living on the island, I have gained abilities. What you are about to see right now belongs to me, being the only one capable of performing it.